Hey friends, I wanted to come to you with my April TBR. I'm in the middle of a flare of my chronic illness, so you're getting me unwell, and that's okay because, yeah, that's just, we do with what we got to do, right? I don't think there are any readathons going on in April. That may change. Any readathons that I'm participating in, I kind of got readathoned out in March, which is kind of typical for me. Reading middle grade books for middle grade March, reading Irish books for the Irish readathon, and then the prize lists come out. So currently reading one of the long listed books on the women's prize for fiction lists. I also have an audiobook on the go that is on the women's prize for fiction. No, getting all the prizes confused. A book that is on the Carol Shields fiction prize list. I've got an audiobook going on that. I also have on audio, which I haven't started yet, I have one of the women's prize for nonfiction shortlisted books that I'm really interested in. Can't even remember the title right now. That is what brain fog is all about. But I had a little energy, and I've been mostly sitting down all day or laying down. So I wanted to get up and try and film this TBR while I had a little energy. So we're going to go back to the TBR jar. It did not go well last time I did the TBR jar, which I think was for February. I think I read one book that was on that list. I will say that I'm going to be flexible with myself because February I ended up having a bit of a reading slump. I don't think it was because of the TBR. I think it was just circumstances and life, all the kind of stuff that kind of joined together, and I didn't read much in February. So we're going to see if this works a little bit better for this time. So these are just prompts that I either found on other people's TBR games or something that sounded really cool. There's some in here that are some of my booktuber favorites, that kind of thing. So this is my fiction, my new contemporary fiction bookshelf. I have a nonfiction bookshelf, and I have a classics bookshelf. So those are the other ones that I could potentially pull from. So let's see, we're going to do five prompts, I think. I think that's what we did last time. So the first one is a one-word title, which is really funny because this is the one prompt for middle grade March that I did not do. So a one-word title. There are a lot of one-word titles. I'm going to go with the one that I first saw. This is an author that I've wanted to try, and I got this in a library book sale like January, I think, or February, early. This is Lauren Groff's Matrix. And this is about, she rides out of the forest alone, 17 years old, in the cold March drizzle, Marie, who comes from France. Equally alive to the sacred and the profane, Laura Groff's Matrix is a defiant and timely exploration of the raw power of female creativity in a corrupted world. Matrix gathers currents of violence, sensuality, and religious ecstasy in a mesmerizing portrait of consuming passion, apparent faith, and a woman whom history moves both through and around. So that's pick one. Let's do pick two. Pick two is a book set in New England. A book set in New England. Why did I come up with that? I don't know. Okay, that was unnecessarily challenging. I don't need to come up with prompts that I don't have books to match, right? So for the prompt, where did I put it? For the prompt, okay, so for the prompt, a book set in New England, I'm gonna read The Children on the Hill by Jennifer McMahon. 2 timelines, 1978, a renowned treatment center in picturesque Vermont. The brilliant psychiatrist Dr. Helen Hildreth is acclaimed for her compassionate work with the mentally ill. But at home, her cherished grandchildren, Violet and Eric, she's just Gran. One day, Gran brings home a child to stay with the family. I'm gonna stop right there because it's a thriller and I definitely don't want to ruin this. The second timeline is 2019, based on a podcast, Monsters Among Us. So I've read Jennifer McMahon before. Which one have I read before? Where's your list of books? Do you have a list of books? Here we go. I have read The Night Sister, which was pretty creepy. I've heard that this has some animal cruelty in it, which is a no-go for me. Sometimes if I know ahead of time, I can skip over that part. So if it's a one-time incident that I can skip over, we'll see. Let me know in the comments if you know if this is major animal cruelty or if I could skip over it. But overall, I'm excited to read another Jennifer McMahon because she did really creep me out in the other one. So that's our prompt number 2. Let's see. It took a while to find. Let's have an easier prompt, please. All right. The prompt is, Lindsay made me do it. So that is in reference to one of my favorite booktubers, Lindsay at Lindsay's Little Library. She is the one who makes these amazing book sleeves. And I know which one I'm going to choose for her. So she talked about this one. This is After We Were Stolen by Brooke Bayfus. It is a cultish type book. And I don't really want to read too much about it. I think this was mentioned in a virtual reading retreat like a year or 2 ago. And I can't remember if Lindsay was the one who recommended this or if she read it based on the recommendation and really liked it. So I am going to read this one. All right, we're going to do prompt number 4. Let's see, what is this one? Published by a small press. So, I think let me think on this for a minute. So is I've got 2 thrillers and a historical. What's this one about? I think I'm going to do this one is Fly Away by Kathleen Jennings. This is a book I got at a library book sale, and it is published by Tor, which I would consider them a small press, wouldn't you? I think so. It is basically a Gothic story, half mystery, half fairy tale, and set in Queensland. So love that cover. And this is a proof that I got at the library. But I'm very interested in this one. I've read some great books by Tor. Okay, so that's 4. Let's do one more. Okay, so this is 5 or more words in the title. 5 or more words in the title. I have two thrillers, a mystery, and a contemporary. Oh, this one's by Tor too. I am behind the times on this one. I think I got this at the library book sale too. I'm just reading all the library book sale books. I'm going to read The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. So, a little bit magical realism. And this is chunker. Didn't realize it was a chunker, but almost 400 pages. Magic Island, A Dangerous Task, A Burning Secret. So I think this is about a social worker who goes to check on some kids that have some special abilities. And yeah, that's all I really want to know about that one. And I also know that lots of people love this, and I am behind the times on. That would be a good prompt. Yeah. Okay, so the 5 that I'm definitely going to try to read, because remember, TBRs are fun. I'm saying that more to myself than others. The one-word title is Matrix by Lauren Groff. The one that's set in New England is The Children on the Hill, Jennifer McMahon. The one that I bought because of Lindsay is After We Were Stolen by Brooke Bayfus. The small press, which interestingly enough, these 2 are both by Tor. But the small press I picked was Fly Away by Kathleen Jennings. And then the one with 5 or more words in the title is The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. I'm very excited to read some of these. I think this is going to be a good selection. I'm hoping that my health will improve, but I should be able to find some of these on audio, so that will help. I also know, I can go ahead and tell you, I am doing 2 buddy reads. I think I'm doing 2 buddy reads this month. I have to check in with my buddies. One is Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. This is a buddy read I'm going to be doing with Krista at Books and Jams. And then this is Kristen Hanna Magic Hour, which is a buddy read I'm going to do with Lori over at Books, Ink, and Paper. She actually sent this to me last month, and we both want to read it, so we're going to read it this month. Yeah, so this is, the top 2 are definitely going to get read, and then the bottom 5 I'm going to try for. We also might throw in some mood reads. I'm not sure what my book club book is going to be yet, and I definitely want to read some more of the okay, so after the fact I thought about this. This is going to go back on my shelves. Fly Away by Kathleen Jennings. This was for the prompt of reading from a small press. I've got 2 thrillers. This is kind of a mystery fairy tale, but I did think about it. To be gentle with myself, I need to read some of the Women's Prize for Fiction long list books. So I'm going to put this one back. Yeah. So I'm going to save this for another month, another TBR. And I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to rethink this bit. Put you over there for a second. All right, so for published by a small press, we're going to read The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune, which is published by Tor. For the prompt of 5 or more words in the title, we're going to read 8 Lives of a Century-Old Trickster by Mireille Lee. I don't even think I've hauled this yet, but this is one of the long-listed books for the Women's Prize for Fiction. So, a riveting and genre-bending debut of love and survival set in the demilitarized zone separating North and South Korea. So, that's that one. And then, yeah, so I'm excited about this. This is looking good. It's looking good. So, here are the amended TBR. Of course, I did take the shortest book off of this list, but that's okay because it's all in fun. They're all on my shelves, all books I own that if I don't get to them this month, I'll get to them next month, right? Just a quick postscript to my TBR. So I did a little research. Tor is not really a small press, I guess. It is an imprint of Pan Macmillan. So I don't know that you would necessarily consider Tor a small press. So in that vein, I want to be true to my TBR. I mean, my prompts, brain fog is still there. I'm going to read Enter Ghost by Isabella Hamad. I have this out from the library. This is long-listed for the Women's Prize for Fiction, and it's also published by, pretty sure it's published by Grove. Yes, Grove Press, Grove Atlantic Press. They are a small press. So yeah, we'll do this. And I still hope to get to The House in the Cerulean Sea because I have wanted to read that for a long time. So sorry about that. And yeah, hopefully I'll get all these read. So these are the books I hope to read in April. That's the next month. Plus some of the Women's Prize for Fiction long list books that I'm interested in. Maybe some of the Carol Shields Prize long list books if I can get a hold of them on audio. So it'll be an interesting month. I'm excited because it's, you know, a bit more mood reading, let's hope. And I still have a couple of middle grade March books out from the library and Irish readathon books that I have not gotten to yet that aren't due back. So maybe I'll get to those as well. Thanks for stopping by and seeing what I'm planning on trying to read in April. What are you planning to read in April? Do you participate in any readathons? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you very soon. Bye.